Hi, I'm Kelly. Thanks again for tuning in to Moments of Truth. The moment that we're going to use right now is to share the truth out of Proverbs 3, verse 3. That says, "Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart." Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. Now, I want to talk a little bit today about mercy and truth. And this scripture says, be sure that you don't ever let them forsake you. Don't let them leave you. Always keep mercy and truth. Mercy is a virtue that we extend toward others where we release them for something that they're deserving of. Let's say someone does a wrong toward us. Mercy would not give them or pay them back what they deserve. And truth is just that. It's the truth and not a lie. And so I think it's interesting that Proverbs tells us, make sure that you keep those together always around your neck, in your heart. And the position of binding them around your neck is, the word bind is like a leaguing together, a fusing together around your neck, which your neck is a close place to your heart. So it would be with you always. And writing upon the tablet of your heart, the Message translation says, carve their initials into your heart. I think about the old bracelets that used to have the ID bracelets where you would inscribe your name or your initial or I love so-and-so into that metal. And to inscribe it, you would have to press into that metal to where it would leave the inscription. So if we think about that in terms of this verse, the Lord's telling us to press mercy and truth into our hearts so that it never leaves us. It's very important that we deal with others in a merciful way because that's how God deals with us. He never requires from us what He's not already given toward us. And so God's dealings toward you and me is always merciful and truthful. And I know with like dealing with my children, using those two things together is very, very critical because I can deal in mercy and not in truth. Let's say one of them does something wrong. It is the truth that determines you stepped across this boundary, you did this wrong or wrongly. But how I deal with that wrong is where mercy comes in. And mercy would have to do with me releasing them from the punishment for that wrong. Now, if I only dealt in mercy and said, oh, it doesn't matter that you did something wrong, I'm just going to release you, then that would not be truthful. So it's very important that those two things are married together and that we write them deeply upon our hearts so that we can deal with others in the same way that God deals with us. And it's interesting, if you went on to verse 4, it would say, because of these two things, you would so find favor and high esteem in the sight of God and man. And so when we walk in mercy and in truth, not only do we find favor with other people around us and in our families and in our workplaces, because everybody wants to be treated with mercy and everybody wants to be treated truthfully. But we also find favor with God because what we're doing is behaving like He is. We're extending His nature to other people. And so be sure today that you ask the Lord to help you to never let mercy and truth ever leave you. Dig them deeply into your heart, and so you'll find favor with those around you and with God. And that's my truth for this moment. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.